Fanatical Massholes show is sponsored by Big Belly Barbecue. If you're looking to get a plate or looking to try something different, hit up Timothy Brunfield on Facebook. Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. He specializes in fried lobster tail, lobster mac and cheese, Cajun wings, the works, etc., etc. He has all that and more. Like I said, if you're looking to get catered, he'll take care of you. You will not be disappointed. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook. Check him out. All right, let's get to the show.
Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, yeah, go get you the drip. Yeah, yeah, y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Yeah, ayy, y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
Hey yo!
Put on the drip for the storm. Climb up the ranks and I reach for the throne. These people know what I be on. Played it in the club, this be they song.
Going on. Good afternoon. Welcome into the best podcast going, best show going on the internet, on your TV screen, cable, satellite dish, all that. It is the Fanatical Massholes show, where we give you our unedited, unfiltered, unapologetic about everything that's going on in the world, in sports, business, new whatever, period. New format, new things coming. Thank you for rocking with us. It is your boys, Insane Lex, Mizzo. What's going on, man?
What it do? Feels good to be back, bro. Long time.
Feels good to be back, man. We missed y'all, man, but we back. We here. We trying to get this thing sorted out, get our schedule sorted out. You know, the holiday season, so still might be a little sporadic, but trust me, we're gonna be hitting y'all soon, hitting the ground running, I should say, with consecutive episodes back to back, talking that ish about everything, not just sports no more. We covering it all. Our brother Wakil, he's not here this week, but he'll be here next week. Ready to go, ready to give it to y'all the right way. Pause. All right, we got a good show for y'all today, man. You know, we got to talk about some things, man. Some serious things. Some little silly things, but some serious things, man. Campbell Soup Executive goes not a rant. He kind of just he basically pillow talking. You know what I'm saying, on the phone, and got jammed up, and he basically told the world what we all knew anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into him. We're gonna get into the teacher accused of beating her son with a belt over 20 times. You know, that's a touchy subject, but we're going to talk about it. Like I said, we're talking about everything. You know what I mean? All that and more. But as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. But you know what we used to do on this show? What we always do on this show? We cover sports, man. We rock with sports.
Yes.
Sports, you know what I mean? We sports heads. You know what I'm saying, Paul? We rock with sports. So Thanksgiving Day games, man, happen. You know, went down on Thursday and Friday. Chiefs lose to the Cowboys. Lions lose to the Tiger. Lions lose to the Packers. And your Ravens lose to the Bengals. Most importantly, the Eagles lose a game to the Bears. So, yeah. I mean, your takeaways, man, from Thanksgiving, man, Thanksgiving Day games and Black Friday games, the holiday games.
Listen, I'm going to say that Packers and Lions game was a good game. That was a good game to watch. You know what I'm saying? Went down to the wire. The Chiefs and Cowboys even went down to the wire. So I'm going to say those two games were worth watching. Now, my Ravens, on the other hand, I just don't know where. I just don't see how. I mean, it was a divisional game. You're used to playing the Bengals. The Bengals ain't shit right now.
You usually spank the Bengals.
You usually spank the Bengals, and then you let them come up and kill you. Like, I don't know what's going on with the Ravens. All I know after this season, if they can't win and certain people lose and get into this wild card, I know some people are going to come up missing. Well, now, I know some people.
We're not getting too serious.
Right. Players, coaches, or whatever, I know somebody is going to come up getting cut short, or it's going to be some office changes or something, bro. Because this season, compared to last season, has just been a wreck. So that 32-14 win by the Bengals over my Ravens really just, I ain't want no leftovers, no nothing from Thanksgiving. That just cut the cake right there. Like I'm just like.
My man was like Eddie Murphy and Light. I don't want no pudding no more. After you see, old dude naked.
Yeah,
I don't want no jello. I don't want no jello no more. I don't want no jello.
Real.
Yeah.
But it was good games, but the main surprise one was the Bears over the Eagles.
Yeah, it wasn't even that close, man. Bears dominated them, man. They pushed them around. That was crazy. My biggest takeaways from them games, man, was Lions, man. It's looking pretty. You know what I mean? I don't think the Lions are one game out of the playoffs.
Right.
This is a team people had picked to get back to the Super Bowl or get to at least back to the NFC Championship game.
Right.
Eagles obviously haven't looked good in a while. Even though they were winning games, they haven't looked that good. A lot of things are going on. Things are starting to happen. Listen, man, if I'm an Eagles fan, again, I ain't telling y'all what to do and how to act, but if I'm an Eagles fan, win, lose, or draw, we win a championship this year or not, yeah, I might have to consider, you know what I mean? I don't care if they say, you know what, we got to trade A.J. Brown. It's so, you know what I mean? Jalen Hurts is your future. He's the franchise. I rock with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is a top 10 receiver. Really. He really is. He's that good. He's legit.
Mm-hmm.
But this ain't working no more. It just ain't working. The offense ain't working. Nothing's working. Saquon ain't doing his thing. O-line's not holding up. Changes got to be made. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel if I'm an Eagles fan. If I'm a Ravens fan, yeah, man, changes got to come. And I'm also just getting tired of people just saying, well, Lamar can't win the big one. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I fully believe Lamar can get it done. Just, you know what I mean? Put the right cast around him, man. That's all. You know?
Exactly.
He had the right cast last year, but at the same time, Zay Flowers didn't play in that game against Buffalo. He didn't play against Pittsburgh either. You know what I'm saying? Again, and it's a drop, which Mark Andrews never does from probably going up to tie that game, win the game, possibly win that game.
And let me say too, that game, the turnovers.
Right, the turnovers. Lamar did them.
That's what really hurting them.
I still believe in Lamar, though. I still believe in Lamar. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a change has to come. We know where the change is probably going to come, and I hate to see that with John Harbaugh, but it might happen like that. I think the Chiefs are done. I don't know. I don't even see how they make the playoffs. I thought I still had to make it in the playoffs, not to win a division. But I think it's over, man.
You think they exhausted out?
That and they just didn't build a good enough roster around Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's time to go get you a sledgehammer running back. Pause. Yeah. It's time to go get you a bell cow running back. Clock killing Corey Dillon, Derrick Henry type. You know what I'm saying? Josh Jacobs. Maybe not them guys, but something like that. I like Isaiah Pacheco. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't, but you need to get you a number one running back. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. And that's going to help the Chiefs immensely. You know, obviously, yeah, man, yeah. I don't mind the receiving core. Hollywood Brown, who was it? Hollywood Brown, Rasheed Rice, I'm sorry. What is it? Juju Smith-Schuster. Like, I don't mind Xavier Worthy. Like, I don't mind their receiving core. I don't really mind it. You know what I'm saying? They haven't all played together. Another year that they gel, offensive line still intact. But you got to get a running game, man. You got to get a solid running game from the Chiefs. Defense is fine. Defense is always going to be fine with Steve Spagnuolo. So that's basically it, man. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about that. So now let's get into some locks. I got a couple locks this week coming up, man. I got the over-under 34.5, 49ers at the Browns. I think, come on, man. Come on, man. They're going to get 40 points. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy, a little better. Shador Sanders breathed life into that Cleveland Browns offense last week. Again, it was the Raiders, but so what? You know what I'm saying? And the 49ers defense is banged up. So I'm definitely going over 34.5 on that. I got the Dolphins minus 5.5 over the Saints. At the Saints, I'm sorry. And I got the Falcons minus 2.5 at the Jets. I got the Panthers plus 10.5 hosting the Rams. And I got the Vikings plus 11.5 at the Seahawks. That's just 11.5. I don't think the Vikings are that bad. They're not that bad. So those are my locks. You know what I mean? Good luck to all out there that's gambling, gamble responsible, and all that good stuff. All right, Lex, ready to dive into the ish. Ready to dive into that ish.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now let's get to it. So, a lot of people don't know about this story, but we want to talk about it because it just brings up, like, self-defense. Like, why is this like this in work, in the job market, in the jobs? because I've seen this happen as a young person. But let's get into it. So Stephanie Dillard was fired from her job as a clerk at store clerk at 7-Eleven in Oklahoma. Let's listen to a little bit of what happened. Hold on.
Says 7-Eleven corporate called her today and fired her for using her own gun in self-defense. They say it's against company policy. She says she's lucky to be alive. 25-year-old Stephanie Dillard was a 7-Eleven clerk who faced terror after she says a man tried to strangle her after she refused a counterfeit $100 bill for burritos, beef sticks, and ice cream. It happened Thursday, just before midnight.
He threatened me, said that he was going to slice my head off. And then that's when I tried to call the police. Realized he started throwing things at me. Came behind the counter. I tried to run off, but he grabbed his hands around my neck and pushed me out of the counter space. That's when I pulled out my gun and I shot him.
Police say the suspect, 59-year-old Kenneth Thompson, ran to MacArthur Boulevard and Northwest 34th Street and called 911. Evening. Now, Stephanie Dillard's.
All right. So I'm going to say this. Props to her, defending herself. You know what I'm saying? She knew how to handle herself, you know, and she didn't think about killing him. She just, she had to back up the skate. Let me get you off me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't trying to kill him. She's like, yo, bang, hold that in the stomach. You know what I mean? Flush your radiator real quick. Get on off me. Get up off me. So I can't fault her for none of that. Like, I just don't get this practice because, again, I said that to say I've seen this happen before. Not this to that extent. Out here in Massachusetts, when I was younger, and I was in this program, independent living, and one of the other men that worked with me, young men, he had a job at a 7-Eleven, or it wasn't a 7-Eleven, but anyway, it was a convenience store. And two people stole from him. He chased them out. He got suspended and ultimately fired. It's like that I kind of get, but at the same time, I mean, he's defending the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get how you get fired for something like that. And even in her case.
Right. But then I had a homie who was doing like a little bit of security at a grocery store one time. And they tell you off top where that's where it's kind of, they have, like, I know for a fact.
It's in the handbook. I get you. It's in like the handbook, right? So you kind of know, like, this is the fireable offense.
They doing something to that extent, just let them do it.
Yeah, right.
Call the police. But then you got some that might want to be like real flashlight cops or whatever. Right. And be like, no, you're not going to take nothing from the store. But when it comes to these different states and they gun laws, I can see where she got caught up in the glimpse with that because they're saying if they provided a gun for her, it would have been cool. But since the gun is not part of their property in a way, then if she was bogus for using her own shit. In so little words, that's what I took from it.
And that's funny you say that because as I'm looking up Oklahoma Stand Your Ground laws that just was reenacted in 2025, it says you don't have the duty to retreat. You're not required to retreat before using force, including deadly force in self-defense. And it says when it says location, it says this applies in any place you have legal right to be. Not just your home, as long as you are not engaged in unlawful activity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
the company is just trying to, like, they bogus for firing her. First of all, she needed to protect her own life, so she did what she had to do. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, it seems like most big companies, when shit like this is done on their property, they try to hurry up and cease themselves away from the situation. Absolutely. So firing her to kind of make that go away. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's really not, because they're talking about it like, well, why did you fire her? And she was only protecting herself.
Right. And I get the whole corporate dynamic of things. I get it. I know what you're saying. Like, yo, you could do a lot of things you could do that you do on your own time, which is fine. But when you're on corporate time, it's corporate time. But at the same time, her life was on the line. I don't understand how you differentiate that. That shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, her life was on the line. The man was trying to strangle her. Back off me. You know what I mean? So I don't see. She should have never been fired for that, man. That's just me. It's crazy, but you know, good luck to her. Hopefully she finds a good job, a better job, man. When somebody comes and scoops up and you know what I'm saying? She don't gotta work there.
Somebody is gonna hire her.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You know what I mean? Definitely don't put her in a position where she got to defend something like that, but, you know, it is what it is, man. All right. Next topic, though, as we keep it pushing here.
Mhm.
I don't know. This one's tough. This one's gonna be tough. It's gonna hit. It's gonna touch a lot of people in different ways, myself included. Because again, I was not a victim, but I went through this. So Nicole Staples, I believe she's from Florida, is alleged. Well, it's on video of her basically putting the belt to her son. Much as I want to show it, there's a teenager, so we really should not show it. So we're not going to show it. You just have to go look it up. You know what I mean? There's a juvenile involved, so I'm not. You know what I mean? I know how that works. So we're not getting sued on here. We trying to make it, baby. We talking about it to bring awareness to it, but we won't show it. Just go look it up. Her name is Nicole Staples. Okay, she's a teacher. She's been fired from her job. Once the video went around, she was arrested. But ultimately, she beat her son over 20 times with a belt. She got him over the couch, whooping on him. I hate to say it like that. She got him over the couch, basically hitting him with the belt. But I guess the part that disturbed me more was when she grabbed him by his hair and kind of picked him up and kind of threw him against the wall. And you know what I mean? And if it's what it's alleged, it's over cleaning. It was sent to his 24-year-old brother, who then sent it to the cops and basically said, look, she shouldn't be doing she shouldn't be working with kids in any type of way, doing stuff like this. And he said, look, I went through the same thing, but I'm not in the house anymore. It's whatever. You know what I mean? But he doesn't want his younger brother basically to go through this. Your thoughts, Lex?
First of all, we have got.
Here we go. Go ahead. Yep.
It could have either been an extension cord, a belt, or just plain out hands.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can't even front. Like right now, at the point of my life being a father, like, yes, I have a 13-year-old son. I'm to the point where I know what I can do physically, where I'm to the point where the age, like when they little, like, you know, toddler age, you might have to give them a, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or a little bit of pat on the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
But as they get older, it's like, I mean, because we endured ass whoopings like a motherfucker back in the day. Right. But it kept us in line. That's where the discipline comes at. So I'm not going to say that the mother was wrong, but as far as like pulling the hair and shit like that, like maybe she got a little bit too excessive. I think all parents have a time where they get a little bit too angry or something like that, because kids will make you just pissed off. You dig what I'm saying? Like, kids will take you to that level to push your buttons, and sometimes you might have to refrain and be like, yo, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only problem I got with this, what goes on in the house stays in the house. Family business is family business. So that recording shit, you know what I'm saying? Whoever was doing that was totally bogus for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you putting your own mother out there like that. Like the oldest one said, he went through that. He turned out all right. You know what I'm saying? He not going to no counseling or nothing for that. He probably knew as he got older that the shit he did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids.
I don't think he turned out all right, though. I think he was just saying it was just whatever for him. Like, he went through it, like whatever. He got over it, but he don't want to see his younger brother go through it. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, he probably not knowing what his younger brother is there doing. She probably done told him like 100 times not to do something, and he kept fucking doing it.
Well, bro, it was because he was alleged he didn't clean, and I think he left the house or something like that when he's supposed to clean. That's what it's alleged.
Of course, but how many times? Listen, bro.
How
times have our mothers or fathers told us to do something, and we ignored that shit until they got that pissed off and was like, "Look, you gonna do what the fuck I just told you to do." You know what I'm saying? Or
indeed. I get what you're trying to say. Just trust me again. I'm not against discipline. I think more of these kids should have had that. Just timeouts and you know what I mean? Sometimes I can be lax and I'm like, man, you know what? You know what I'm saying? And I try to stand firm now. At least if I take their phone away for a month, my daughter do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, the phone's away. Like, my daughter's done a couple, like my youngest, 10 years old, did something egregious. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. Like, last year, I took her phone away for a month. Every time she came over here, when she had it at her mom's house, ain't nothing I could do. You know what I'm saying? But when she was here, nah, no phone, no nothing. For a month, I stood on it. Stood on business. You know what I mean? But even then, I might have, like, I don't know, was that too harsh? I don't know. You know what I mean? Sometimes I thought about it, but then I realized, no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I probably would have got worse back in the day. You know, I definitely know more spanking them than like that. They older now. When my daughter's 18, 13, 10, like, we ain't doing nothing like that.
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that.
We ain't doing none of that. So I think that's the thing too, though. He's 14. You got this young 14-year-old man over the sofa, just wailing on him, just going to town on him. Like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like that could have been on some. Definitely be tough discipline, all that. Scream on him, rip him a new one. All right, now give me your phone for a month. No TV, no nothing for a whole month. I don't want to hear it. Go pout, do what you do. You slant. Now you bang something in that room, then yeah, I'm going to bang on you. Pause. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it like that. I'm not trying to say advocate for hitting kids, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, then that's something different. But just to have them over that couch, that's going to be triggering for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. Like some people, all the kids that got abused for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that happened to you. I'm not saying it happened to me. It definitely didn't happen to me. I didn't get abused for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I did because I was an idiot. I acted up. You know what I'm saying?
It almost go to like the saying where we had bullies growing up, right?
Yeah.
The bully would always pick on somebody that's, probably smaller than him or just have an aggressive mind towards that. But every dog has their day. I think kids have a point where they think they're so untouchable, and to a point, like you said, he's 14. For a male, you start smelling yourself around like 13. You know what I'm saying? Got a little hair on the balls, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You smelling yourself. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm.
He probably just set her the fuck off. You dig what I'm saying? I'm saying, bro. Because I mean,
pause. Forgot to say pause.
Pause.
Go ahead.
He probably just, most males at that age, you dig what I'm saying? Like, even my son done said, done told his mom, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, said some shit. And then she had to hit me up like, look, next time this little motherfucker say that, you're going to have to bail me out of jail. You know what I'm saying? It gets to that point. But me coming around there, not putting hands on him, talking to him, explaining to him why he needs to do this. You don't have to be physical all the time, but you never know with the type of parent they are and how much shit they've been going through before they got to that point. That's all I'm saying. I'm not condoning the if she was just doing it just out of spite, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes kids take you to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, I mean, again, I know what you're saying, but again, I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking about it from all different ways. Discipline is discipline.
Right.
That was a little too far because he's older, and yoking him up by his hair and all that. You know what I mean? Again, that's tough. But again, we know what's happening nowadays. It's not enough discipline. These kids are too lax. Like you said, the kids are too lax. They know, man, you do something to me, guess what? DCF might be coming or something. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do much to these kids nowadays. It's supposed to back in the day, everybody you know what I mean? I hate to say it like that, but yeah. Most parents back in the day, yeah, you get in the backhand. Now, they might not have been as bad as other parents or quick to do it with a quick temper. They're going to give you a little bit, all right? White or black? White, black, or green, it don't matter. All right. All right, keep acting up. And then they finally get you with one. Bang, hit you with a backhand. Yo, bro, I told you, chill. Chill. So that was every parent. I could honestly say that back in the day, that was every parent. It just took a lot longer for them to get there. You know what I'm saying? But that was every parent. Nowadays, it's just kind of like it's time out. It's time out. It's this. And then give them the phone back in a couple, like I said, in a couple weeks. When you told them it was a month or 6 or 3 months, and you give it back to them in 2 weeks. Or, you know what I mean? So, listen, kids need discipline. You know what I mean? Discipline helps everybody. Like there's a story one time with me, my dad, rest in peace. He found out I was smoking weed. Like he did. You know what I mean? I was 13, 14. Okay. He didn't like rip me. He didn't go off on me. He didn't. What you think you doing? He took me outside. We went body blows. Like, yo, for real, we just body blows. Just punching on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm trying to punch back, but he's just punching on me. Just punching on me.
But I'm saying, that's a form of, you know what I'm saying, discipline where he didn't take it that personal, but still let you know, like, yo, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's either psychological or it can be physical. I think we live in a time now where any parent is disciplining their child physically. It's so looked upon as like child abuse or this and that. But you got to think, when we was coming up, that shit wasn't child abuse. Didn't nobody view that as child abuse. They viewed it as just regular, you know what I'm saying, ass whoopings.
Now, you couldn't black your kid's eye, nothing like that. I mean, damn, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't have them all walking around bruised up. But I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
Like, shout out to my auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was a preteen and she had an issue, she used to two-piece the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about chest, pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? So, but that wasn't looked upon back then as child abuse. That was more just like you're disciplining a child. Now it's like you can't even yell at your kid a certain way without somebody pulling out their damn phone or trying to record it and trying to say you did something otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The bro Wakil done came through. He here.
Yeah, he got his phone on mute too.
Yeah, take your phone off mute. Join the conversation. Pull up a chair, my guy.
I forgot my background.
Too late for the background, bro. Let's just get to it. We'll get the background next week.
All bundled up and shit.
Yeah, we'll get the background next week.
I just came in from outside. Shit.
Nah, you good. We get the background next week. So we was talking about the situation with the lady Nicole Staples, the teacher that was that gave her son the whooping 20 times, over 20 times, the belt over the chair, and she kind of snatched him up by his hair. She's been arrested and fired from her job. What you think about it? Your thoughts?
My thoughts on that. I mean, right now teachers can't do that. That's the society that we in.
Well, that's her son. She was home. You know what I mean? So, I get what you're saying. That was her son.
Yeah. But, everything is based off of your image. You know what I'm saying? Even outside of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is just based off of you not being like this and being like that, how society see it to be, especially with kids getting disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and her being the teacher, that wasn't a great example, even though it was right for her and what she did to her kid. But,
You think she was right?
I mean, shit. I done seen worse whoopings than that, bro. Like,
that's what we
I got worse whoopings than that.
Listen, I didn't say I didn't, bro. I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
I used to get killed. You know what
I'm saying? But at 14, you wasn't. At 14, I wasn't. My mom stopped me. At 14, she was like, man, I can't hit this boy no more. I remember one time my mom didn't do it. My mom did it at like 13. I had to fake cry because she was going to oh, you ain't going to cry? I had to
my mom being from Chicago, the whooping stopped, and then she stopped boxing me. Like, she'd be like, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like, I'm gonna box with your ass. Like,
I think some people would have probably rather that than watch a whoop on her son and then pull him by his hair.
But I will say this though, man, you kind of right, because when I got about like 14, there was no more you know what I'm saying, I mean, I was twice my mom's size or this and that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so there wasn't no more of that. But like bro said, it could be because of her image and that she is a teacher where it can affect her a little bit more. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
I agree with y'all 100%. Like, she got fired. She lost. Yeah, you can't. Like her son's like, you can't be a teacher doing this. Like, you know what I mean? Again, whether we think it's right or wrong, she had the right to. The son wasn't listening. He's supposed to clean. She decided, listen, I'm tired of you not listening. It's discipline time. Hard discipline, pause. Yeah, her son, like that. I get what y'all saying. Like, you're a teacher. They probably don't expect you to do something.
But then again, I think too, and not all mothers or fathers or whatever like this. You got some parents that they don't discipline their kids or give them some type of like recourse for whatever they did wrong or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it when they do something real bad, you know what I'm saying, when they could have checked it in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, then they get real mad and then that comes out. You know what I'm saying? So, like me raising my child, you know what I'm saying, I stopped giving my daughter whoopings like at 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? Then it was just basically like if she did something wrong, she heard my voice. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Get her shit together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, my kids, like telling Lex, my kids are 18, 13, and 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not, you know what I mean? And obviously I met, Braden, you know what I mean? Like, he was 15. So obviously, what about, you know what I mean? He wasn't my son, but you know what I'm saying? Like, our bond now is different, but I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I ain't doing nothing to him like that. You know what I mean? It might have been like what I said with my dad, body blows. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to it, but he's a good kid, so it wasn't nothing like that. But my kids, like I said, 13, 11, 18, 13, and 10, I stopped with all of them around 10. Like, once they got to like 10, I'm like, all right, no more. You know what I mean? But now it's different disciplines. You know what I'm saying? Like, different ways, but you got to be stern about it. You know what I'm saying? Man. But it's tough situation.
society is cruel right now.
We gotta be able to. I'm gonna say it like this again. I think she went too far because the kid was too old. He's too old for that. If it was over cleaning, come on. You know what I mean? Take his phone, take all that. The phone is more precious than getting your ass whooped.
No, that's a fact.
And PlayStations, whatever else. You know what I mean? Like, like it's like Black Friday. What they say? Every kid got a damn PlayStation. We broke, but every kid got a PlayStation in the country. Like we all, right. You find a way to get your kid a PlayStation 5. You got a flat screen, but America's broke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, take that away. That's more precious. Oh, man, you can't be on this game on Friday night. While your boys on the game on Fortnite or Call of Duty.
But I mean, you got to be stern with it. Like if you
you got to stay with it. You got to stay on the ground.
Like
you can't stand on business.
You can't just take it away from one day and be like, oh yeah, it's cool now. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to want them to learn a lesson out of this. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And that's what's lost as far as society is. What's the lesson behind whatever I'm teaching you and whatever I'm disciplining you with? You know what I'm saying? What's the lesson behind it? How you gonna correct it to be better?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I agree. All right, before we get to this Campbell Soup thing, man, I'm gonna let you talk your ish, man. Go ahead. Go off about the Bears, man. Do your thing, man. Talk your ish.
Hey, look, I'm not bragging.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Let it rock. Let it go.
No.
Pause.
I've been quiet, closed mouth.
You ain't been no.
Yes, I have. I only been rooting for them when they play the games and they win. You know what I'm saying? I talk my shit. But as far as like predicting them to do this and do that, hey, I'm surprised. But man, that was the beautiful win against Philly. And yes, I'm still a Philly fan. I don't care what y'all say. That's my other squad. But I root for my Bears. You know what I'm saying?
For the old fans, you guys know how we stand, how we do this around here. I was standing on business with Wakill. The new fans, the new people coming in, this man will religiously tell you he can be have two teams in one sport. Forget one sport, one damn conference. We are not having it.
Hold on.
We are not having it.
Did you see the memes like before they played the Eagles, right? The last 3 games, both teams had to play each other division rivals.
Yep.
And both teams won them 3 games. So it was like, oh yeah, we helped each other out. You know what I'm saying? But man,
Bears is doing their thing, man. Bears is doing their thing. Like I said, I'm happy for the Bears, man, but I'm just not happy for this guy right here, man. That's it. Like, seriously. I don't really I'm not happy for him. Like, seriously. All y'all are cool.
Man, y'all had your time last year, bro.
Man, I don't care about 1 year, man. I want sustainability, man. Like, come on, I want to dominate every year.
Nah, bro.
Like, yo, what's that thing? Like, they be like, yo, F you, you're cool. That's how it is. Bears fans, y'all are cool. I kill. Nah, we ain't, you know what I mean? We don't say F you, that's my brother, but everybody else, y'all are cool, not him. That's it. Y'all are cool, not him. That's it.
All I can say is we'll see y'all in the playoffs and the Ravens dangling off the tree like
you ain't gonna see us nowhere. Commanders are going for a high draft pick. We're going for a high first rounder.
Yeah, they going for that. The Ravens got a chance, but they need a whole lot of wins and people to lose. So,
well, no, that's what I'm saying. It'll be nice because both of y'all teams will be out the playoffs and we'll be in the playoffs. So yeah,
Next subject, please.
Now I'm talking my age.
Oh boy! All right. Last topic before we get out of here. So man, the Campbell Soup Executive, the vice president. He down bad. See what he said about him. Let's see what he had to say.
Soup company employee is taking legal action against the food giant, and he's making some explosive allegations about one of its top executives. Good evening, and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ty Steele.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Those allegations are now at the center of a lawsuit claiming the company's vice president went on an hour-long tirade attacking the company's products and employees before taking aim at its customers.
And the former employee recorded it all. Eric Erickson shares that recording and what the company is saying about it.
We have shit for 4 people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy Campbell's products fairly anymore. It's so healthy. Now that I know even in a can of soup, I look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat them. a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer? Yeah.
The recording allegedly of Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally.
He has no filter.
Bally, along with another supervisor in Campbell Soup Company, named in a lawsuit filed Thursday. The suit claiming Bally made racist remarks, admits to coming to work high, and Garza fired for coming forward. What do you think about the things that he was saying?
Oh, just pure disgust.
Garza says he usually worked for Campbell's headquarters, based in Camden, New Jersey.
Get out that out of here. All right. Yeah.
Can I say something first?
Go ahead, bro.
First of all, I think everybody on here grew up on some type of Campbell soup.
Absolutely.
Probably nobody eats that shit now. You did. No. But for him,
I don't eat canned anything anymore. Like I try not to.
But that's
I don't need it.
We don't.
Corned beef hash is my guilty pleasure. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't had it in like months because I've been trying to be healthy. But yeah, corned beef hash and some white rice. That's a poor man's meal, baby. That'll last you. That's good money.
You know about the corned beef hash because
I know about the corned beef hash. Yeah.
That's one of the better poor men. That's one of the better poor man meals out there, baby.
Yeah.
For real.
Say this about Campbell's. I mean, everybody grew up on Campbell's. It was just certain. I feel like certain kinds of the soup. I just feel like he's just being bitter. You know what I'm saying? Because they can lose so many millions of dollars just from him saying that. You know what I mean? But let's just be real. Like you just said, none of us eat no canned soup no more. If anything, people is making everything from scratch. You dig what I'm saying? So
I mean, yeah, people are, but then at the same time, you got a lot of people that don't know how to cook from scratch. So they still getting it.
Food? That's what he was saying. It's just for the homeless, like the shit we donate.
Yeah, I think so. That even people that just
he said for the poor people though. Like
I mean, to be honest,
he did say that,
and not even for poor people. I think is people that got money. I think is everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like still eat Campbell soup. You know what I'm saying? I just know that shit is disgusting because I used to work by a warehouse where Campbell soup was being made, and that shit reeks. You know what I'm saying? I would never eat that shit. No.
Don't get me wrong. Like I was what I like for Campbell soup. I had a couple things that I like. I think it was not the clam chowder. There was something that I did like. You know what I mean? And you know how to use some people use like the cream of mushroom.
Yeah, cream of mushroom
for a lot of recipes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean,
the only thing I think I used to eat from there was a sirloin burger.
Okay. I mean, listen. As far as bioengineered meats, though, like that's America, man. That's going all around, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta know what you eating, man. Like for real. I'm gonna start taking my ass to the farms and getting the beef. You know what I mean? Like getting that beef and chicken and all that. Pay the extra for it. You know what I mean?
You can damn near buy like a whole cow. They'll chop for you. And
At least the hope is price. At least the hope is when you get it ain't, you know what I mean, ain't bioengineered and coming up plastic peeling off it and all that. Yeah, if you look it up, it says Campbell soups contain bioengineered ingredients derived from genetically modified crops like corn, soy, and canola. Like that's crazy. Like they genetically modified corn. Like that's crazy in itself.
No, what that mean with the corn though is like they're just taking the corn and turning it into a liquid. And they got to add certain stuff to get the.
They got to preservatives and stuff like that in there.
No, that makes sense. My bad. I read that wrong.
But canola oil is bad for you anyway.
That's what I was about to say. That you shouldn't do nothing with canola oil.
Right.
I don't even eat corn. I don't use corn oil. Like I think vegetable is about the best I'll go as far as I'll go, if not olive oil. But olive oil is expensive as hell. So
I got olive oil.
But olive oil is the best for you. You know what I'm saying?
And avocado oil.
Avocado oil. Yeah. And I just got some this other oil too that's pretty decent. I can't even think about it. I just used it, but that's pretty healthy too.
But it just speaks to what's going on in America. We're going to get more in depth as this show goes on about with foods and the foods that we eat. What's really going on, man? Like, listen, but I'm gonna say this before we get out of here, man. Read the damn. If you never read the back of the back of these damn things, the containers, what bread, it doesn't matter what it is. Just read them. Know what's in them. Yo, bro, check it out. Right, I was at work and I'm talking to my coworker. I'm like, yeah, you know what I used to love as a kid? AMW cream soda. Pause. I was fiending for one. I'm like, yo, let me get a cream soda. So I had somebody bring me two. one, but she bought me two anyway. So, I'm like, I go to look because I've been looking at the back of them. Yo, it's at like 142% when it came to added sugar. I was like, yo,
yeah,
that's not even a sugar bomb. That's a stroke bomb. Like, man, I was like, I'm not touching this. I threw them out.
Thing about back in the day, we did Coke floats where you would take some vanilla ice cream in it and have a float. You did want to say,
right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But it's so crazy. We go south of the border to Mexico, and the Coke is real. You know what I mean? They don't use that high fructose corn syrup. It's real sugar cane. Like, you know what I mean? You go to other places, and everything else is real. Like it's you know, like come on, man. Like they have McDonald's everywhere, but yet they don't. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it's killing. It don't seem like it's killing them. Nope. I was actually talking to someone, and I was talking about how the dude. Remember the dude who did the Super Size Me movie?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he wound up dying. I don't know if that. I'm not saying it's because of that, but he died like a couple months ago. What it was like, at least like maybe like a year ago the most. Rest in peace to him too as well. Morgan Spurlock is his name. Like it was like, but I'm like, part of me was like, did this contribute to it? Because remember in the movie, by the time he got to like the 30th day,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, 3 times a day, and the doctor was like, yo, you can't do this, bro. This is not. This is not sustainable, fam. Because by the 30th day, he's crunched up. He can't really move. Everything messed up. His kidneys is all flipped. Yeah, like so.
Yeah. But see, that's crazy. But then they tell people too. They be like, you got to eat 3 times a day, which is false. You know what I'm saying? You don't need 3.
That too.
Like you don't need 3.
Even I didn't cut you off.
They're supposed to eat it, but I think what he was trying to. Don't eat that. You can't eat that fast food.
The fast food. Yeah, no doubt. But I'm just saying.
But what you're saying is right though. You don't necessarily. You could, but you don't always have to eat 3 meals 3 times a day.
I mean, if you do, like, you can't eat fast food 3 times out the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you just eat your food in moderation or whatever 3 times out the day.
You gotta lighten your portion by as the day goes on. So breakfast should be your biggest meal, right? Lunch, decent, and then dinner kind of. Like they say, like the portion is like my doctor used to tell me, like it's like like your meat should be like this. Either they all should kind of be like this. So your rice, your meat, your vegetables should also be like the size of your fist.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like a scoop, and a little piece of meat. Pause, and that should be it. You shouldn't go 2 scoops. I mean, again, but we don't ever eat till we're satisfied. We eat till we full. You got to eat till when like, yo, all right, I'm good. When you feel that, all right, stop. Again, it's easier said than done because I ain't done it. I'm not perfect, but I'm just saying, like, that's what we got to do in America. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, because we know what they're putting in the food anyway. It doesn't matter if you're buying it, the chicken breast, not, you know what I mean? Not made or something. Like, if you buy it and you try to cook it yourself, it's still stuff in it that's already, you know what I mean, bioengineered and all that type of stuff, good stuff like that. So, it's just got to be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? And just eat more. I would say eat more vegetables, but that's bioengineered too. But either way. It's still vegetables. You know what I mean? Like vegetables or fruit. Things like that, man. Just take care of yourselves, though, people. That's it. You know what I mean? Happy late Thanksgiving. Happy holidays coming up. Obviously, we're going to see y'all next week. It's been a good show. We're going to talk more sports, crazy-ish going on. My man Wakil is a conspiracy theorist. I'm with him. I'm here for it. We getting into all that. Don't try to hide from the people now, baby. We here. We
said I am not a conspiracy theory.
Yes, you are. We are out front with this bad boy. That's it. You know what I mean? We doing it. All right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, enjoy the games. How's Michigan doing? Did Michigan lose Ohio State? They was losing at halftime. I ain't checked the score. Let me check the score before we get out of here.
I haven't even seen that. I haven't even looked at none of the games.
Game should be just about over. Ohio State smashing them 27-9. So Ohio State about to end that losing streak of 4 straight to Michigan. They on their way to the Big Ten championship and obviously the college football playoff. So,
I mean, it makes sense. About time, man. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have lost to them last year, but hey,
right. Michigan's got to get better passing, man. If they can get a passing game, Michigan's gonna be a force next year.
You know what's crazy about it?
They get a passing game.
You know what's crazy about it? JJ McCarthy, a la Harbaugh, as you can see, made that man be who he was in Michigan. And now you see him with Minnesota and he horrible. So, you know what I'm saying? The coaching is different too. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got a running game, but they do need a quarterback, though.
I mean, Michigan's gonna be 9-3, man. That's a good season. You know what I mean?
No, it is a good season, but I mean,
Good
man,
season.
we need a little bit more flash, though.
Good season, freshman quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's highly touted. He'll get better. He'll definitely get better. You know what I mean? But all right, we're up out of here, y'all. It's been a great show. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement, the new movement. It's still the same movement, but you know, we just add new things to it. If Insane Lex, Rock Hills, boy Mizzo, we'll see y'all next week. Peace and blessings.
Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that whether you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that whether you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.